So, first I am going to demonstrate you in the optical part. The first important part is telescope. Telescope, as you know, that Hopkins has invented it, and telescope has two parts. One part of a telescope is rod lens, another is fiber optic. The inside there are rod lenses with a set of prisms surrounded by the fiber optic. And if you see here, this is called as eyepiece. Eyepiece is to see. This is called as object lens. Object lens is to take the image. And this is called as light adapter. Light adapter. Telescope has three important properties. One is diameter, another is optical axis, and third is number of rod lenses. So, if you will see here, just I am opening a picture. This is a typical telescope, and inside if you see, these are the rod lenses surrounded by the fiber optic, and this is light adapter. These are the rod lenses, different diameter, 1.5, 4, 5, 10, 12, all type of diameter of the rod lenses are there. Now, inside, more number of rod lenses has a better resolution. Diameter, if the more diameter is there, you have more amount of light and build big field of vision. And optical axis. Optical axis is the axis in between the longitudinal axis and the center of the field of vision. So, 12 mm telescope ले आएगा मशीन को. If you see here, this is 10 mm telescope. First, let me elaborate a little bit more the diameter. Diameter of the telescope varies from 1.5 mm to 15 mm. 1.5 mm is used by urology, that is called as ureteroscope, to put in the ureter. Then 1.8 mm is called as versascope, which is used by gynecologists for office hysteroscopy. For that you don't need to use the sedation or the anesthesia, because if over the sheath it becomes 2.2 mm only. So even nulliparous women, without dilatation, without giving prostaglandin, you can go and do the office hysteroscopy. Now for a standard operative hysteroscopy you need 4 mm. This is called as either hysteroscope or cystoscope. This is the same instrument. If it is used by the urologist, it will call as hysteroscope. By gynecologist, it is hysteroscope. This is 4 mm. Then comes 5 mm. 5 mm is actually laparoscope. But this laparoscope can only be used for simple procedure like diagnostic laparoscopy, ovarian drilling, simple tubal patency test. Because field of vision will be small. If the diameter is small, less, then the field of vision will be also small. So if the smaller field of vision is there, you can have the bigger field of vision and you can have a better resolution. So how it works, I will demonstrate you. Now comes, say, this is 7 mm. 7 mm is used for single function sterilization, in which you can put one 12 mm port. Telescope will take 7 mm and the extra 5 mm is for color-print applicator or for any instrument you can use. Now comes 10 mm. 10 mm is a standard laparoscope that can be used for almost all the laparoscopic surgery, like cholecystectomy, appendectomy, discectomy. Then comes 12 mm. 12 mm I have told they are bringing. 12 mm is used for robotic surgery. 12 mm telescopes are not called as laparoscope. They are called as a stereoscope. A stereoscope. A stereoscope means they have two row of rod lenses. So it gives you completely binocular 3D vision. Here these are telescopes or laparoscopes, means it gives you monocular vision because you can see only by one eye, isn't it? So for binocular vision, we should see same object by two eyes. Like we are very lucky that God has given us two eyes in front. Fish, they are not lucky. In fish, one eye is this side, other eye is that side. From this side, they see different worlds. And from this eye, they see different worlds. They cannot see same thing by two eyes. So they don't have good depth perception. That's why they cannot paint or they cannot make the flowers or anything. Because their depth perception is not good. But human, chimpanzee, monkeys, they have the advantage that stereoscopic binocular vision. But in laparoscopy, we are losing it. Why? We are using only one eye. So in Da Vinci or in robotics, you have two rod lenses, so it gives you complete binocular vision. 15 mm is also used sometimes for cancer surgery and all, big field of vision and better magnification. So first is diameter. If diameter is less, what will be the problem? First, restricted means, what is the meaning of restricted? A smaller field of vision. Field of vision will be a small. It's not restricted. If you want to move in other direction, then yes, field of vision means your monitor will not get full screen. You will get only in the central region. So I will show you.
This mm, sir, 15 mm or 10.
Yes.
So this size is the size of the object.
Diameter
of the object length, sir.
Of course, if the diameter of the entire telescope is thicker, then object lenses prism also will be thicker.
No, but the size is of object length, the diameter.
Not only the object lens, even the rod lenses, even the prism. See here, can you see this is 12 mm, this is 10 mm, this is 8 mm, this is 5 mm, this is 4 mm. So, bigger the size of the lens, the bigger the field of vision will be there. Isn't it? The smaller of the size of the lens, you will have a smaller field of vision. So, I will show you just now, like here. In that you see, if I will attach this 4 mm telescope I am attaching, and here I will attach. See, the periphery is black. Can you see that? Here. Only center is, so field of vision is small. And another problem is, this is one. And second is light, yes. Light is a limiting factor. Why? Because not only the prisms are of a small diameter, number of fibers to take the light is also less. Because light fibers are surrounding the prism. So because of less diameter, number of fibers which can be introduced is less, and that's why light is also a limiting factor. So a smaller diameter is only required for the smaller diameter tissue, like in uterus, of course you cannot put big bladder, you cannot put big, otherwise standard laparoscope should be used. This is a stereoscope that I was telling in the robotic telescope. This is, if you see, there are two object lenses.
Yes.
Can you see that? There are two object lenses on the tip. Here there is two object lenses. And here also there is two eyepieces. And there are two lights. And this way it works. So now this was regarding the 0 degree बता देते हैं सब ले जाओ. Now I will tell you, this was the first property, that is diameter. Second property is optical axis. What is optical axis? Optical axis is the angle between the longitudinal axis and the center of the field of vision. Optical axis is an angle between the longitudinal axis and the center of the field of vision. Optical axis is this. If you see here, this is longitudinal axis, isn't it? And this is field of vision. Now in 30-degree telescope, there is an oblique cut. And the center of the field of vision goes 30 degree oblique. Right? In 0-degree telescope, it will be perpendicular cut. See here, this is 0 degree. This is a perpendicular cut. And this is 30 degree. See, it is oblique cut. Isn't it? It is cut like that. So it is seeing this direction. It is not showing a straight. It is showing it is like that. So this is 30 degree. It is oblique cut. And in 0 degree it is perpendicular cut. Now advantage is optical axis of this one is 0 and this is 30. Optical axis vary from 0 to 120. 0 degree telescope exactly see straight. 10 degree, 15 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree, and then 120 degree. 120 degree is called as reverse beam telescope. Reverse beam. Yes. So it shows you back. Sometimes urologists they use it for bladder neck examination. Because problem is if you go, you are seeing only fundus. You are not seeing the in endoscopy just like J maneuver you do to see the fundus and hackers. But this is rigid. How can I do that? So in those situations, reverse beam and telescope can be used. But those are not useful for regular laparoscopic surgery. Most of the old surgeons, if you will see, they use 0 degree telescope. Why? 0 degree telescope is safe even in the people who are less trained. 30 degree telescope has a problem that it needs a good camera person. Otherwise, you can do the mistake and there may be CVD injury. Because 30 degree telescope, if it is not properly held in the hand, then it will start showing you from the wrong angle. And then by mistake, you can catch the wrong structure, just like I was doing. One example. इसमें लगाना है. So, और एक light show दीजिए. So I will show you that suppose there is a cholecystectomy surgery. Let us assume that this is a gallbladder. This is a gallbladder. एक suture and this is cystic artery, right? And this is CVD. Clear? This is fundus, this is cystic artery, and this is CVD.
Both together CVD.
No, this is common duct and this is common hepatic duct. Okay, this is yes, this is going into the liver, this is going into the liver. Let us assume it. And then you are performing procedure. Now you have, this is the camera and you are holding it in the hand. Then you are attaching the light cable. This adapter has to be changed. इसका अपना होना दे दो. How to change the adapter I will show you. And now it is attached. Yes, directly if you will put over, then it can create retinal injury, means some burn can be there. So I will demonstrate you. Now suppose this is there. Pakro. And can you help me to hold it like this? Just support this side. So here, see on the screen. This is what? Fundus. This is what? Cystic duct, cystic artery. Isn't it? And here is the CVD going. Right? Now suddenly the person who was doing camera person,
0% now.
He has rotated like this. See what happened? By rotating this, Gallbladder is sinking. And now you are seeing what? Only fundus. Now the person who was doing surgery, he will push the fundus up. And once, hold it. And once he will hold this. And once he will put the fundus up, this looks like cystic duct, and this looks like cystic duct, this looks like cystic artery. But actually what is this? Dentate series. And then the mistake. What is the mistake? Light cable goes down. 30-degree telescope has a big problem that this is the way to hold it. And this is the only way to hold a telescope. You will be surprised if you go to the different OT. It doesn't matter how much trained the surgeons are, they even don't know how to hold a telescope. Some people they hold it from here. Some people they hold it from here. Some people they hold it down, it doesn't know, and they hold it here. Actually, this is the way to hold the telescope. This is the way. Any telescope, 30 degree or 0 degree. Why 0 degree is also important? I am coming to that point. These two fingers should go in this groove, and these two cables should be bended here, and there should be one arc made by the light cable. This is the way. Thumb should be free for buttons, and you should hold it like that. If surgeon is saying you that I want to see right, just like I want to see you, I will turn it to the left. Now I can see you, although the light is less. If I have to see up, I will go down. I can see the ceiling light. You have to see left, I will move it right. And if I have to show this stone, I will keep it up. If you have to do ventral hernia, you have to keep it down. But most of the time it should be up. Suppose if you will not keep it unattended, then slowly with the gravity itself it will go down. So that's why light cable also should be fixed with your hand. And in 30-degree telescope it is must that you should hold it like this. If you will hold it this way, it will press and it will drop. If you will hold it here, then this will get defocused. See, it is defocused now. This should not be touched. It will become defocused, and again you have to repeatedly focus it. Now I am focusing again. So, but if you will hold it like that, then it will be completely established. Remember, if you will hold it this way, there is one more problem. That slowly your CCD will rotate. And this is a blunder. See, everybody upside down. It is up, down. So this should never rotate. If you will rotate the CCD, your complete orientation will change. So it doesn't matter which surgery you want to do, laparoscopy, cystoscopy, histoscopy, retroperitoneoscopy. This CCD cable must be at 6 o'clock position, and this should be at 12 o'clock position, like this. Here, I will just focus it. This is 6 o'clock position, this is 12 o'clock. If I will rotate it, everybody's head will be upside down. So this you are not allowed any time to rotate. This rotation is blended. What you want to rotate is only the telescope, not the camera. So if you will hold it like that, this is the normal shaking hand position of our hand. So it will not rotate. For rotation you have to do some effort. If you hold it like that, then you cannot do wrong. It will be correct. And this is allowed to do. Because rotating the telescope is only changing the field of vision. It is not changing your orientation. Is it clear? If I rotate my entire hand, I am changing my orientation. And if I am changing the telescope only, I am changing my field of vision. But orientation is same. Everybody is upside down sitting. Nobody is wrong. But if I have to see her, I will do like that. You have to see him, I will do this way. You have to see the stone, I will keep it up. If you have to see this light, I will keep it down. But this change will not happen in 0 degree. In 0 degree, by changing this, doesn't make any change. In 0 degree, if I have to see her, I need to rotate everything like that. 0 degree telescope, we say it is just like the people with the cervical spondylitis. If you have to see, you need to move entire body like this. You don't have the flexible neck. And 30 degree has a all direction, it can see up, it can see down, any direction. So without changing, just by changing this, you can see up, right, left, down, you can change. Because it is little oblique cut. So in oblique, just like if you will put this light in your hand and rotate in the same axis, nothing happens. But if you keep it some angle, then you can see in various directions. So that's why angle telescope is good. But it should be in the proper hand. Otherwise it will disturb you also. Because the people will give you from wrong angle and you will be in wrong orientation. Advantage is, suppose this is a uterus. And this is a posterior wall of uterus. Now I have to see it. In 0 degree telescope, impossible. You will go, you will not see. If you will do like that, you will start touching the thigh of the patient or the chest of the patient. But in 30 degree, what you do? Just you rotate it and go a little in. See here, it is DECB 153. This I can read. You cannot read this in the 0 degree. It is impossible. So always 30 degree telescope is better. And you should use 30. Here we always use 30 degree telescope. We don't use in our lab this also. Endotrainer. Endotrainer has a CCD camera fixed. That doesn't give you the real simulation, real hand-eye coordination. 30 degree telescope should be ideally. Nowadays 0 degree is only used by the senior surgeons who is used to. Because they are familiar, so they don't want to switch over. But 30 degree, to start with 30 degree is better. 0 degree, maybe some people they are using in laparoscopy. In thoracoscopy it is absolutely cannot be used. Because in thoracoscopy you have to go with the intercostal, like this. And if you have see the inferior lobe, if you do like that, what will happen? Rib fracture. Isn't it? In laparoscopy, even if you pull, abdominal wall will bend. But sometime in thoracoscopy we need 45 degrees, so that you can see more angle. And in bariatric surgery also 45 degrees is useful. To see the angle of wrist or to see the complete retrogastric tunnel for gastric banding to go or bypass to put the stapler in the posterior omental bursa, those are 45 degrees is better. No, you can make it because you are putting on farmer's point, and that's why on the side your telescope can go down also like that, isn't it? But 30 degree is better. 0 degree, if you will do the ventral hernia, it won't give you the very good vision. 30 degree always gives you the better vision. So this was regarding the optical axis. Now tell me, is it necessary in 0 degree to keep the light cable up? In 30 degree we should hold it like that. In 0 degree we should hold it like that or hold it like this. No, in 0 degree there will be no difference.
The fiber optic.
No, but in 0 degree even if you rotate, nothing happens. Because it is a perpendicular cut. But even in 0 degree you should keep it up. Why? There are two reasons. One reason is if it is down and if you press towards the abdominal wall, fibers will break. And another reason is you will get a bad shadow. shadow will be bad. I will tell you, in older time when they were putting the telescope, making the telescope, they were making the fibers all around. But if the fibers are all around the prism, then shadow won't be visible. Like if I will throw the light straight on his face, then the shadow will be just behind her face, which my telescope cannot see. You see it? If you want to see the shadow, then the light should come from some angle. If you use flash of your camera, you will not see the shadow, because light is coming on the same axis and image is reflecting on the same axis. So camera cannot see. That's why flashlight artistic photographers they don't use. They use the light from other source. Like right now I will show you, in his face you see the shadow here. The shadow of his specs is here. His shadow of his nose is here. And see that? His shadow on his lower lip is here. His shadow of his hair is here. Can you see the shadow? Yes. Shadow gives you the beautiful depth perception. Once the light goes from some angle, then there is shadow. That's why nowadays all the companies, they put the light only from the top. See here, light is not on the bottom. Is there any light on the bottom of the telescope? Bottom is light free. There is no light on the bottom.
Small area, 6 o'clock.
Pardon?
At 6 o'clock only, no light.
No light, yes.
All around.
All around, but maximum is on the top. Why it is on the top? So that shadow will be down. Shadow only is helpful. Shadow, why it is helpful? Shadow gives you texture gradient. Darker means deeper. Brighter means elevated. If the tip of the nose is bright, that means it is elevated. The grooves of the nose are dark, that means it is deeper. Isn't it? We never, but shadow gives you the contour, grooves, and then you know the curvature. But only if the shadow fall properly. Our brain is, from childhood, is accustomed to see shadow below, because sun is above. Sun is above. Once the child grows, the first thing what they play with their shadow. Once they walk and they see the shadow is also coming back, they become sometimes afraid that what is following me. Yes. But after some time, they know that it is an integral part of the life. Shadow cannot go anywhere. It will be there and it will be down. We never feel it is illuminated from below except in disco or DJ. When you go in the disco or DJ, then you feel illuminated from below. Then shadow goes up, and that's why even the ugly people, they look beautiful. Because you are confused. Like this. So it is going from below and shadow is up. Exactly same way, even in 0 degree, if you put the light below, then the shadow of the gallbladder will go on the liver. And your performance will deteriorate. I will show you. See here. Suppose this is a here. I will just hold it. Can you help me to hold here? Just support it. Very good. Thank you. So, see here. This is shadow. Can you see that? And here the shadow is thinner. And if you will see this side, shadow becomes thicker, wider. Here is also shadow. This is also shadow. Can you see shadow? The cardboard shadow on the paper. You don't have to purposefully think, okay, let me see where is shadow, okay, this is shadow. Your brain knows that. Because our brain is trained for shadow from the birth. So you don't have to see, okay, this is shadow, so it is 2 centimeters. No. It will calculate automatically. And beautiful shadow gives you very good task performance if it is falling in a correct manner. So that's why light should go through from top so that shadow will be below. If you will do this way, all the shadow will be wrong. Can you see that? And now your performance will be bad. And you will go in a wrong angle and your performance will be completely wrong. So this was regarding the telescope, which you should keep it up always, like even in the 0 degree also. Because even in the 0 degree nowadays you will see this is 0 degree. This is 0 degree telescope is here. See, the light is only on the top. There is no light on the bottom. I am not directly attaching, otherwise you cannot see there. I am keeping it away. But see light on the top only. So, and lens is below. So that, shadow contrast should not be 100%. Otherwise, the object which is falling on the shadow won't be visible. But don't worry, because plutonium is repeatedly reflecting the light, so it's decreasing the contrast of the shadow to 20%. So that gives you only depth perception, it doesn't inhibit your task performance. It doesn't give you the black area. It gives you mild shadow, and mild shadow is helpful. Very dark shadow is sometimes not good. It is not helpful, it is bad. But because it's a chamber and plutonium is reflecting light from all around, so contrast of shadow remain only 20%. So this was regarding the telescope, how to hold it. Now, third property of a telescope is number of rod lenses. Quality of telescope matters a lot. Every company making many types of telescopes. Some have 8 number of rod lenses, some have 12 number of rod lenses. Very bad, some Japanese, some Chinese companies, they have very bad resolution. From outside, this light adapter is same, this CCD adapter is same for every company. Any telescope of any make you can attach with any other camera. Universally same diameter. This light adapter also same. Only sometimes you may have to open and attach another. Like this is connector, this is the striker type, but if you want a star type, over this connector you have to put one more connector and then it works. So there is no change in the outside, but inside is a big problem. A star, they are making 4 type of telescope. One is called as E-class, that is Ecoline series. Another is called as top line. Then you have the HD. If you buy just a E-class telescope, you will get for 75,000 rupees. For top line it is 175. For HD it is 2.5 lakhs rupees. Means 2.5 means approximately $5,000. So, if you will do little bargain, buying entire sets, you will say, no, I will give you 1 lakh less, you should give me. Then they will give you E-class. And from outside you are confused, you will never know. And if you see alone, everything looks good. Like if you see alone, you will see, yes, it is good, fine, give me. But if we compare, I will show you, this is, if you will see here, what is written here? E-class. Isn't it? Okay. And now, this is HD, this is E-class. And see here. See by these two. With the same eye. Better? Yes, very better. But He cannot stay alone. That's why in beauty contest they bring all the ladies same time on the stage. Then they can compare. If they will see one today, another tomorrow, then they can never decide because they will be confused. So comparison should be all the other parameters same. Same light, same monitor, same background and quality. Now you can easily make it out that what is the difference. And if you have a bad telescope, it doesn't matter how much good camera you have, how much good light you have, how much HD is there, expensive, it is 3 chip or single chip, your image will not be good.
What is the basic class?
This is the HD sapphire tip technology, that is having the 12 to 16 number of rod lenses. That is the HD telescopes nowadays are the best. Here also if you see, it is written here, this is the striker HD technology. Isn't it? So एक और HD था ना यहाँ पर? These are also. These are the simple. E-class is economical class. Just like some people they come with the E-class slave, some people they get business class. So just like in E-class, number of rod lenses are 8 to 10 only, and in the HD it is more. Quality of prism is also good. This is your full HD, like it is written here. You see, this is HD telescope.
So whether it's an HD camera, they will always provide with an HD?
No, it is not HD.
Not HD.
You know, actually they are writing HD, but it is wrong. Because it is optics. In optics there is nothing like electronic circuit. It is a lens. But because high definition, good quality, so that they are giving the name HD. So it is excused. But actually HD term is only for camera and monitor. It is not for telescope. But it is not like that, only HD will fit here. Any telescope you can attach. If you have a very good camera but your telescope is not good, it won't give you a good image. So it should be good quality.
So the main function is object viewing, so that's why.
Pardon?
Because the main function of telescope is object viewing.
Yes, no, bringing the image up to the CCD, up to the camera head. So during bringing the image itself, it is creating a lot of resolution loss. And how can you expect to have a good vision?
So whatever it is written, that will be there.
Ideally, it should be there. If there is that much teacher, then it is now it is not. God only can help you. If all the standard quality they will write HD, then nobody can help, isn't it? So now I will discuss the. So these are the three properties of camera: diameter, optical axis, and number of rod length. Now comes the camera. Camera has two properties, two parts. One is called as camera head. This is camera processor. This is camera head. This is camera processor. Now camera head has two parts. One part is, this is called as coupler, and this is called as CCD. This is coupler.
Popular?
Coupler. C-O-U-P-L-E-R. Coupler. And this is called as CCD. CCD means charged coupled device. Coupler has two functions. It will couple the camera with the CCD. Isn't it? See, it is holding it. It is holding the telescope. And another focusing. Focusing means it will focus it. You know, it is important that alone CCD, never mind. See, I will tell you, I am holding also this expensive cameras, you should not open the coupler frequently. This is CCD. See, alone CCD cannot show you any image there. Just like if someone will break our cornea or pupil, alone retina is healthy, but it will see only light. If the ISS will put the light, we will see, yes, I can see light, but I cannot see the image, isn't it? Now this is copular. Once you attach the copular here, this copular is now attached. After attaching the copular, you can focus it, and then you can see that. Right? Now it is. Now it is visible. It's okay? So this is a function of the copular. One thing it will do, it will focus. Another, it will couple the telescope to the camera, to the CCD. So there are two types of camera heads. One is single CCD, other is 3 CCD. Single CCD is also called as single chip, and 3 CCD is also called as 3 chip. Now which one is good? 3 chip is good. Why?
Mixes all the 3 primary colors.
Okay, better resolution or better color? Both. No, only better color. Yes, better color. 3 chip camera, you all have told correct, that because in single chip there are 3 primary colors, red, blue and green. That is called RGB. And in single chip, all the color is going with a single electronic circuit. Inside, if you will see in the single chip camera, there is one. Sorry, open also. Okay, you see there is one IC chip. Can you see that? Green color chip is there. It is just like an electronic chip. This is photosensitive. Just like our retina. If the light will fall there, it will photon will drop there, it will make electron. सब उन लोगों को दिखा दो सब. But in 3 chip camera there are 3 CCDs. One for red, other for green, other for blue. So the color is better, but not always. I will show you 3 chip block, single chip. I will show you, see this single chip. This is single chip. Pardon? No, it is not black and white. It is good. And if you will see these two, I think that one is better. Isn't it? I don't think that this is good. That one is better. No. This is simple, single chip. Single chip is better.
Then one. Compared to what?
Better in resolution.
Better in the color also. Better in color also. Which one is 3 chip? No, this is single chip. And this is 3 chip. 3 chip is bad.
No.
Yes? Single chip is good. It is true. I will tell you. No, it is correct. I will tell you. Single chip is always good if you have to do a simple surgery.
So recording on the 3 chip.
Yes, simple surgery like diagnostic laparoscopy. Just have a look. Simple ovarian drilling and all. Single chip is equally good. But the problem starts when the terrorist color, that is red, which comes. Red color is a bad color. Red color in VBGO spectrum, red is lowest. And it is very fat, heavy, obese color. And it is so bad color that once it comes, it stops all the color, go behind, let me go. After that, anybody will come. And every color becomes silent once the red comes. That's why red color is used all over the world as a danger sign. Because whenever, yes, red signal, because even if in the less light, red comes immediately. So, if bleeding starts, then single chip immediately deteriorates in quality. Everything is red. And at that time you will see the real benefit of having the 3-chip camera. Just like suppose you have a bus to go Agra and there are only 25 seats. And suppose you are 40 people. Then the female, they will postpone their program that no, we will not go in that crowded bus and they are not good people, let us not go. But if you make a reservation that no, in that bus already 30% is reserved for female. It is not going to be empty, but this is your right to go. In 3-chip camera, red doesn't enter into blue and green. Red can only go to the red. Blue and green, they stop. It doesn't matter how much strong you are, how much obese you are, please don't enter in this compartment. This is reserved for green, this is reserved for blue. So red doesn't show its power in the green and blue compartment. So the beautiful color will be in spite of bleeding. And at that time you will see the real change in the quality of the image. So I will demonstrate. So suppose we are attaching here and then focusing and then here. So red color layer. And now we will put it red rose here. Now see now. Now you will see the quality of the image in between these two. This will be single chip and this will be 3-chip.
Both are single chip.
No, one is 3-chip, other is single chip. You see now the difference? Now the difference will be visible. So this way, red color once comes, it affects the intensity of the other color, and then it will be lost.
Even here the red color is not good.
Yes, red color is not good.
Can you put this?
So, same side I will put, same place we will put, the same place. Right?
The 3-shape as it makes favor for the red color.
Yes.
Green color.
Yes.
Green color.
See the green behind the red. If you see green behind the red, in this one, the green also has a equal participation as the red. But in the other, the red will dominate on the other. So this is regarding the 3-chip and the single chip camera. Now comes HD and SD. There are two types of camera. One is standard definition and other is high definition. The standard definition cameras have the maximum horizontal line possible is 650. But in HD technology, it starts with 1080. 1080 means it is approximately doubled. More the pixels will be there, more will be the detail. If you will see that image, light on color. This flower is looking like a flower, isn't it? But if you will see this one, this flower looks like a cloth. If you see very carefully, all the fabrics are visible, isn't it? Fabrics are visible. If I will show you this leaf, you can see the fabric. So anybody can say that no, this is not a natural flower, this is an artificial flower. Because pixels are more, so information is more. Just like in the HD telecast, all the celebrities, they look very ugly because they are all their scars and their makeup. You can make out that no, I am beautiful then. So it is the same which happens in the standard definition. Standard definition things look more clear because information is less. So sometimes you cannot discriminate. You might be seeing that in HD everything looks inflamed. Why it looks inflamed? Because even the capillary vessels are also visible. So if you are using HD, your quality of the surgery should be good. Otherwise, if you will even do the petechial hemorrhage, if your gastro is holding the peritoneum here and there, all those small spots will be visible. Sometimes those petechial hemorrhage is confused as endometriosis because of the good resolution. But because HD quality, so you can discriminate between red and brown, so you can make it out. So resolution of the image depends upon HD or SD. SD is a standard definition, HD is high definition. Now, there are two types of HD. One is pseudo HD, another is true HD. Ideally, your laparoscopic instrument, when you are performing, you should buy the true HD telescope. True HD camera. Some of the camera companies, especially unfortunately some Indian companies, they have launched the 720p, that is pseudo HD. You know, HD starts with the 720 only. Like in some of the mobile phone there is HD recording, but this is 720 resolution HD. True HD means 1080. So take care that by just selling the HD, they are not giving you the 720 HD. You should not see that they have the 1080 HD. Now, as soon as your camera is in your hand, first thing what you have to do, the focusing followed by white balance. Now, what is white balance?
All the three colors.
Pardon? Pardon?
When we are doing a white balancing, all the three colors, red, green and blue, they have
Equal intensity of the three colors.
Okay, what he is saying that at the white balancing, when we press the white balancing, all the three colors come at the same level. It comes in the middle. Because white is made up of 33.3% of green, 30.3% of blue, 33.3% of red. So if all comes at the same level, white looks like white. And if white is look like white, every color will be good. What he is saying? What he is saying is wrong. What he is saying that white balancing, all the color comes at the same level, equal proportion. But it is reverse. The definition of the white balancing is
This one of different color to white.
no, you are also telling the same thing by different technique. You know, actually it is different. White balancing definition is, you can write the definition, it is a digital phenomenon of the camera in which camera is adding impurities to remove added impurities. Camera is adding counter impurity to remove added impurity. Definition of white balancing is, it is a digital phenomenon in which camera is adding counter impurity to remove added impurities. Now it will be very simple to understand just by one example. Camera is adding counter impurities to remove added impurities. Just simple example. You are making a painting of a old lady. You have made a face, very beautiful, everything. Now you want to give some white strip. You don't have white paint. You have only red, blue and green. According to you, I will add 33% red, 33% green, 33% blue, and then it will become white. And then you are painting. Suddenly your son came, and in that white he added some blue. Now can you remove that blue? You cannot remove. What option you have? You add little more red, little more green. So you know, camera what it do in the white balancing, if there is any impurity, it will add counter impurity to balance it. So it is actually not keep bringing same level, it is changing the level up or down. It is disturbing its own color to compensate the impurities.
called the huge color.
It depends upon what impurity you have added. I will show you. Just you see here, I am cleaning this telescope to the betadine. Suppose I have cleaned the telescope with the betadine. See, all the color become what? Yellow. Now I will do the white balancing. See now. What happened? That yellow is gone. Now I will clean it. Sorry, I will clean it. I will completely cleaning it. See now, it becomes blue. You know why? That yellow was removed by adding this blue. And now when I remove the yellow, then blue becomes apparent, prominent. So now I have to do white balancing again. And now it becomes again white.
Where will we do that?
Pardon?
Where it is?
It is a button here.
Remove the water.
It removes the impurities. Red if it is more, but people generally they don't do white balancing properly. They do like this. This is bad. This is not white balancing. This is finger balancing. You know why? Because camera will consider finger as a impurity, and it will add counter color of my skin color to remove this, and then your white balancing will be wrong. Just like suppose I am holding like this and doing white balancing this way. The camera is confused. It will consider this color as a white color, isn't it? And all the color is wrong. So during white balancing, your entire screen should be white. There are two types of circuit. One is closed circuit, other is open circuit. In your mobile phone also, in his mobile phone which is operating, there is one CCD, there is one lens, there is one this coupler. There is also there, but all is covered by one glass. So it is not changing, the variables are not there. But here, sometimes you are applying hysteroscope, sometimes you are applying laparoscope, sometimes 30 degrees, sometimes 0 degree, sometimes star, sometimes Olympus, sometimes you are changing light source also. I will show you. I will change this light source. I am attaching halogen. Here is a halogen. And I will attach the halogen light. Telescope is very good. So, because this telescope has adapter for that light, so I am attaching this. And here this is halogen light. And see here, what happens? Quality of light changes. What is this? This is impurity, isn't it? Now this camera will remove that impurity. First I am increasing little the intensity, then let me little bit focus here, and then I will do the white balance. And this is white balancing and white balance. Okay. And then it is done. See? Beautiful. There is no yellow tinge of this halogen light source, inferior quality light source. But if I will change the light source now, I am changing it and I am attaching this LED, then see now it becomes blue. You know why? Blue color was added by camera as a counter impurity to remove the added impurities. So you have to do the white
So
balancing.
this was the counter.
Yes, this was counter color. And now you do it is also removed. If you will clean your mobile phone with a betadine, it will always show you yellow because it doesn't have white balancing. So that counter color will
Now
be.
have white color.
Yes. Now all the SLR camera has white
Not
balancing.
camera.
SLR cameras where you can attach the lens.
Samsung has
Yes. So they have white balancing. Why? So that if something goes wrong or if you have broken or some added impurities, then it can counter the added impurities. These are the 4 buttons, but don't worry, this button I am going to demonstrate you. These buttons are programmable buttons. You can program according to your need.
Some pictures.
all can be programmed. How to program, I am going to demonstrate you.
So
Just within few minutes.
what is the use of that white balancing?
White balancing use is that to give you the exact color, and that color will not be influenced by your cleaning or light source or the blood or the betadine or the Sidex, isn't it? So if you have put your telescope at the wrong place or cleaned by the wrong chemical, or it was old telescope or halogen light source, then also it will remove all the color impurities to add the counter color so that your color will be correct. It will be neutral, it will be natural.
See as it as a natural.
As it is, it should be. Bile should look like bile, blood should look like blood. It should not be influenced by the impurity. Just like in his glass, if I put the betadine, he will see all our face yellow. Because problem is not our face, problem is with his aspect. So if there is a white balancing in his aspect, he gets balanced. White balancing you should never press inside the abdomen accidentally. Otherwise at that time it was seeing the red, then it will consider red as a impurity and will add the blue color. If it was seeing the yellow momentum at that time, it will add green color.
But when it's seeing white, what will add?
If once it is seeing white and white is not looking as a white,
Yes.
then it will add extra color to become it white.
So she knows the white.
Yes. White is used only for white balancing. Why not orange or brown is used? Because white is the middle of the spectrum. So just like an equalizer, any color you can bring up or any color you can bring down. If you use red balancing doesn't have green or blue at all. But the white has equal proportions. So any color can be minus, any color can be plus. That is 3.3%. That's why white balancing is used. Just like in the equalizer, in the music system, in the beginning all the parameters are 0. And when you want to have the jazz or rock, you are picking the bass up, treble down. Isn't it? But from the beginning, if all the treble is down, can it go further down? It cannot. White is in the equal proportion. That's why white balancing is used. Yes?
Can you provide balance to
Yes? Okay, Abdul. Yes, it is affected.
You want to
You want to demonstrate and you want to. Yes, he doesn't believe me. So, yes, I will show you. Yes, see, I am doing white balancing on this color, right? And now, after that, I will show you this color. See?
Green is not.
See, this color is not the original color which you are seeing. Okay. Where? All the color will be affected. You know, how much it will be affected depends upon how much is the proportion of any particular color. You know, with these three primary colors, we can make millions of colors. By that, and it depends upon, again I will tell me here, again I will do white balancing, and then we are doing white balancing. And this color has been removed. No, it is removed. And see now other colors are wrong. See? Isn't it? Are you seeing this one is better?
No. With the white balance setup.
White balance. So don't do the blue balance. This is blue balance. You have to do white balance. Yes, this is a white balance. And now once it is done, now this is better. Right? So that's why white balancing will give you the removal of the impurities of the color will be removed.
It's suitable to explain what does that mean the digital and the analog. Digital color.
You know, actually, analog system, that in the past we were using the cathode ray tube. Those are cathode ray tube monitors. In cathode ray tube, what was there basically, that there is an electronic gun, and which throw the electron, and there is a fluorescent spot which will give you the light. Those were analog technology. Now the technology is digital. In digital there are pixels there. And in the pixels there is no any moving electron particles. It gets illuminated, so the quality of the image in the digital is much sharper, much digitally enhanced, and you have a lot of parameters here to control the fibroscope filter, shutter speed, aperture. Those control is not there in the analog. I am coming to that one. So this is the first property of the telescope, that is white balance. After that you have to do.
I've seen some surgeons who prefer to do white balance inside the peritoneal canal.
No, this is actually wrong. This is absolutely wrong. If someone is doing white balancing inside the abdominal cavity, then where you will find the white color inside the abdominal cavity? And at that time, if it was showing the yellow color, it will remove the yellow color and add the counter color for yellow. So they have to change their habit.
It should be done one time.
One time only, just before entering the abdomen. And it can be done second time if the power is switched off during the surgery, then memory is lost. Or accidentally if you have used some blood or betadine to clean, or you think that color is not coming good, take it out and again do on the white.
So you said
Or the light source or light cable is changed. Any optical chain is changed. Camera is changed, monitor is changed, then you can do the white balance.
So you said that the basic surgeries, laparoscopic surgeries can be done by single chip cameras. So what kind of surgeries do require the 3-chip cameras?
3-chip camera, like suppose you want to perform colorectal procedures, bariatric surgery, fundoplication, major procedures, and it is not like that. It depends upon you. If you have a Lamborghini, you can use it to go for your toilet also. It is up to you. Because it is depending upon how much sophisticated you are.
No, but my
my
question is that if because 3-chip camera is much better when there is bleeding, as you said, then the bleeding would be in any case. So
no, why? Diagnostic laparoscopy, why?
Diagnostic laparoscopy.
Okay, ovarian bleeding, why bleeding will be there? Appendicectomy, you will not have it. Okay. Till 2002-3, all the surgery is being performed by the single chip only. There was no HD technology, isn't it? It is recent 4-5 years. It is now, and now if you will buy, you are correct. Now if I will give you two answers of that. Now if you will buy, you should always buy HD and always buy 3-chip, because this is going to stop HD now. If you go to any of the TV showroom and ask them to give the glass one cathode ray TV, they don't have. They don't have. Old, they will tell you, okay, I have to see in the back stock, maybe if the one is there, I will give you. So you have 4 options. One option is a standard definition single chip. That is this one. Cost is, camera will cost you approximately 1.5 lakh rupees. Light source halogen will cost you 20,000. Monitor will cost you 1 TV. Altogether within 2 lakh your optics is ready. Isn't it? Another, you have single chip HD. If you buy single chip HD, it will cost you approximately 5 lakh rupees. Another, you have 3-chip HD. Only I am telling for camera, light source and monitor, not insufflator, no energy sources. This will cost you approximately 15 lakh.
Just single chip camera,
3-chip camera, HD and monitor.
including telescope.
So this is the huge difference in the cost. So it depends upon your learning curve. In the beginning you should not invest that much. Single chip HD is good enough to start with. Later you can buy one new set and keep this standard definition in standby. So that if something goes wrong, or sometimes you may need 2. One for laparoscope, one for hysteroscope. Because you are doing pelvicoscopy both together. Isn't it? In those situations, if you have a 2, it is better. So it is depending upon how much luxury you have. But if you have the 3 chip HD also, you can do simple surgery. But with the HD, you cannot expect to do the bariatric or colorectal. You will be in trouble, or a splenectomy, you will be in trouble. Because once the vision is not good, your performance will be affected. Now, focusing. No, 0 and 30 is for telescope. This is for camera. This doesn't have to take. Now, another important is focusing. How you will focus? Focusing should be done at 10 centimeter distance. For 10 mm telescope, focusing at 10 centimeter, 5 mm telescope, focusing at 5 centimeter. This is the focal length of the telescope which is fixed. Now, question is why they are fixing the focal length at 10 centimeter? The reason is that at 10 centimeter distance, you have the 40% absolute anatomy and 60% relative. Suppose this is your ovarian cell, and if it is like that, and if I have to do ovarian cystectomy, if I have to show you like this, can you perform surgery? You cannot. Because you will see, okay, entire screen is good, but where is my instrument? If I tell you, okay, do now, then also you cannot do. It is too far. But if I tell you, okay, then now you will say, okay, it is fine now. You know why? Because if you see very carefully, 40% is absolute and 60% is the surrounding. During surgery, we want to see the relative anatomy also, so that we will not perforate, we will not overshoot, and that is possible only at 10 centimeters. That's why all the companies, they are agree that for 10 mm telescope, surgeon is more comfortable at a distance of 10 centimeters. So let us make a prism which should have the focal length of 10 centimeters. So outside the abdomen, always you should focus it also outside abdomen, not inside abdomen. And during focusing, keep it 10 centimeters away. Suppose you will keep it that much only, and I will focus it. See, it is focused. And each and fiber of cotton is visible. But if I am away, sorry, it is defocused. If I will focus it now, it is okay. But when I will go nearer, it is heavy. But if you will focus at 10 centimeter distance, now it is focused at 10 centimeter distance. Even if you go nearer, or even if you go away, it will be correct.
Focusing is done by the cup in the
here, this button, by hit and trial. Just like how you are focusing your telescope or your microscope. Now, these are 4 buttons. There are certain features in the camera which you have to do digitally. Sorry. In the analog camera, these things are not there. Shutter. What is shutter?
Shutter?
Yes.
Closing the light.
Amount of time you are allowing the light to go to the lens. In old time, black and white movie Charlie Chaplin, you might have seen once the actress is coming for their photograph, there was a black camera covered by black cloth, and they were putting a cap there. Ready, 1, 2, 3, this over. If light is less, they were opening this for little more time. If light is very bright, shutter should be opened for faster. If the shutter you will open more in the bright light, what will happen? Overexposure.
So they increase.
Yes, shutter speed has to be increased in more light. Shutter speed has to be decreased in the less light. Exactly same thing you have to do here in the shutter. And these are the shutter speed. These are the digital, that's the meaning of digital. Each and every fraction of the quality of the image shutter edges, brightness peak, size, target area, brightness control and brightness level you can adjust. Exactly same way you have the buttons. All the buttons are programmable. You can program each and every button. These buttons, every button has two functions. One is short press, another is long press. Just like in your mobile phone, there is one cancel button. If you are talking to someone, if you press the cancel, it gets disconnected. But if the same cancel button, if you press for 3 seconds, what will happen? It will be switched off. Yes. So same thing is happening here. Short press and long press. You have a different function. Light up means light down, light cycle, zoom in, zoom out, zoom cycle, enhance up, enhance, this is digital enhancement, enhance cycle. Then picture, if you want to take a snapshot and print in the printer, with one click you can print it. Then video recording, this will do the video recording. Then this will do the white balancing. If you want white balancing in that button, you can bring white balancing there. And no function, if you don't want this button to do any function, there will be no function. This is up one. This is this one.
What is it?
Yes. So this way, this is called as digital enhancement and this programming. So according to that programming, you can adjust. Generally, here we have programs, and I will show you those programs. Then you have the other options. These options you have the standard, then the far, then the output. Here it is 720. Someone has kept. That's why the quality was not very much good. I will make it now 1080. This is 1080. Isn't it? So, this is also one of the important factors. Then the R gain, that is the red color, if it is coming very much, then you can decrease that also. Then the touch screen, sound, these are the functions which you can use. Then you have the different functions. So I will show you in nutshell here. You will just see that, see, if I have to increase the light, this is more light. But sometimes more light has a problem, it will create glare. Here this is a glare. Isn't it? Now I should decrease the light. With this button only I can decrease or increase. This is called as...
Is the light source?
No. The camera will decrease your sensitivity. See here.
The shutter?
Yes, this is shutter. Now you see here, the image is not crispy. And if I would like with the digital enhancement, I can make my image more crispy and it will be more pixels. This is that? This is how. Then,
Not focus.
no, it is not focus. This is focusing will be done by this button. Now this is zoom in, zoom out. See, it is coming nearer. Without going nearer, I brought this nearer. And then I will throw it away.
No need for camera.
This is going on, yes. Then after that you have the different type of recording. See, these are the sound which you will get if there is a different type of recording devices. So these are the programmable buttons which you can program according to your needs. But in most of the camera, nowadays in HD camera, they are writing here the programming. Just like the previously people were doing the equalizer setting their own. But now the company has given the different rock, jazz, disco presets, so that they don't have to whole day keep on increasing or decreasing. So you have laparoscopy, then here laser, which is microscopy,
Or the setting.
which is a standard, this is arthroscopy, this is cystoscopy, this is ENT,
Or the setting.
all the settings.
Like
Yes.
a card machine.
Yes. Like yes. So in those situations, you may not have to go in that much detail. Only program your button according to do white balancing, focusing, select the programming, do surgery. Right? So this was regarding the light, the camera. Now briefly, just within 2 minutes, I will discuss the light source. Light is one of the very important modus operandi of light. Light should have two properties. One is intensity, another is color temperature. Intensity of the light ideally in laparoscopy should be 250 watts. 250 watts. If it is more than 400, it will do what? Glare. And if it is less than 150, it won't show you good. 250 is optimum. But intensity of light is not a big problem. Major problem is color temperature. Color temperature means who is the father of the light. Every light has its origin, and that origin cannot be changed. Color temperature means at the temperature at which that light was produced. Sunlight is produced at 35,000 degree Kelvin. Because atom and hydrogen bombs are exploding over the sun surface. That we cannot produce on the earth, otherwise we will not be live to see that. Candle light is only 350 degree Kelvin color temperature. Halogen has 3500. This is LED light source that has approximately 12,000 degree Kelvin color temperature. Remember, color temperature doesn't matter intensity. Color temperature means quality. More color temperature means more towards the sunlight. Means more brighter. Like I will show you. These are the two light sources. And see here the color temperature. See this color temperature and this color temperature. This is yellow and this is yes. So this is inferior color temperature. This is approximately 3,500 and this is approximately 12,000. So you should buy good color temperature. Although even if your color temperature is not good, the white balancing can adjust. But if you have a good color temperature, quality of image will be better.
LED is good.
Yes, LED is good. Xenon once upon a time was used, but xenon has only 1500 hour half-life. After 3000 hours in xenon, you have to change the bulb. But LED works for 10,000 hours. And nowadays, technology of LED is much advanced. So that is using light emitting diodes. Light emitting diodes are better light.
But we know light reducing heat.
Yes, but they have heat
They don't
sink.
call it old light.
No,
What
cold,
is that?
yes, cold light. Actually, you know, in the higher color temperature, amount of heat is less. But even in the xenon now and halogen, there is a heat sink. I will show you because he had asked the question, so I must demonstrate you. Every light source has three parts. One is SMPS, that is called as stabilized mode power supply. Another is called as heat sink. These are the metal. These are the glasses which is used for heat sinking. And there is one fan. Of course, bulb is also there. So switch on. I will show you. If you will see, a stabilized mode power supply is to give the light, and then see here. If you put the finger here, it will burn. Bring your finger. Okay. Here it will burn. Here it will just burn, and here no burn. Isn't it? So what is happening? It is heated, and this is a heat sink. Can you see that? This is a glass, and here there is absolutely cold. Put the finger here. It is left. No, on the periphery, not going the side. It is cold, and here it is. Put here, it will not burn. Cold, cold. Here you cannot put. It will be heated. So it is heat sink. Heat sink, what it is doing? It is absorbing the heat. And then fan, what it does? That it makes the heat sink colder. So basically nowadays all the light sources are cold light source. I will show you. इसको लगाओ एक. Even halogen. Even halogen. I will show you. Let me show you. I am putting it here and attaching. It should be good quality. Company should be good. Correct? Anyone good quality light sources they have. See, this is. I will keep it for 2 hours. No burn. There is no burn. You see also. Put the finger. There is no burn. Yes. Even for 2 hours you will keep. There is no burn. Because this is cold light. You know, here problem is if you will cover it, it will be more cold. Right now the fan is not circulating properly. So it is coming from here.
What is it? Halogen or xenon? What is it?
This is halogen, this is LED, you have xenon.
But LED nowadays
is better. LED nowadays is better. And if the light source has a good heat sink, good fan exhaust, remember some people what they do, they want to protect their laparoscopic instrument, they make a beautiful cupboard with a glass shutter and they put all the instrument inside that. Don't do it. It will suffocate the instrument. Instruments must be opened from all around to do the exhaust proper. Air vents should be there. Yes, at time of the storing you can keep it, but again transferring from here to there it will be a lot of jerking. It may break.
LED now better than the
LED is the best. There is one more type of light source that is called as metal halide light source. But the problem of that light source is that it takes little time to get fully illuminated. Just like they are using in day-night cricket match. Those metal halide. Now light source. Just within 2 minutes, light cable I will finish. Light cable is of two types. One is fiber optic cable, another is gel cable. Fiber optic cables works on the principle of total internal reflection. So if any transparent fiber diameter less than 5 micron, light doesn't go curve. Light always goes straight. If you want to change the pathway of light, you need reflector. But if the transfer medium is less than 5 micron, there is total internal reflection. And with this total internal broken fiber, this total internal reflection, light will go from one end to another without any loss in the resolution in the middle. So I will demonstrate you. This is the light source. This is fiber optic. उसी में LED में लगा This is light cable, see. And this is working on the principle of total internal. You cannot see in the middle. Do you know if you are seeing any in the middle, that means it is broken fiber. Can you see this? So this is the fiber optic. And it is completely cold. This is not burning. And these are the fiber optic. So this is the total internal. But remember, if you will bend it like this, see here, I have broken so many fibers. Do you see that? So these fibers are very fragile. It is broken that much.
That's why it should
So
not be
can't bend it completely, and that's why keep it light up, light cable. Hold the camera this way. You will keep it down, and if someone will hit on the abdomen of the patient, and you should keep your light cable just like how you keep your snake. The snake box, same way it should not be less than 8 inches in the diameter, and it should not be bent acutely. If someone will bend like that, that means he is your enemy, he is becoming your fighter. So it should be not less than 8 inches, it should be like that.
We have to test it also.
Yes, black spots are important to recognize. When you have two light cables like that, I don't know which one is good. Then what I will do, one end I will keep to one side and other end I will see like that. And see here there are black spots. And here there is no black spot or less. Isn't it? So if you see this way, this bad one is looking good from outside. But actually it is bad. So these are the broken fibers, and those broken fibers you should must avoid. In light cable also there, and in telescope also there. In camera cable there is no fiber optic. There are wires. In camera cable, the light which drop over the CCD, the photon will make electron. And in this camera cable, if you see, this is simple wire. Yes, this is wire. This is electrical wire. This is simple electrical wire. If you will break it, there will be wire inside. So it doesn't have fiber optic. Fiber optic is only in the light, and that has broken fiber should be inspected. If more than 10 to 20% broken fiber, you should throw the light cable, buy another. It cannot be repaired. But if you keep it carefully, it will last for many years. If you will not keep it carefully, maybe few months it will break. How you keep it, that is important. So thank you very much. Now tomorrow I will discuss the insufflated, and tomorrow I will discuss the presentation of the access technique. And tomorrow we have one more thing, that we will start intracorporeal suturing. So tomorrow we will learn the orders and measures knot, and we will apply in the different type of knot cushion that we will learn in the skill part. And here I will, insufflator is one of the very important instruments that I will discuss, and then access technique presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That I will do. Thank you. Yes. Yes. If you keep the bigger fibers, these fibers are very bad. Sometimes it will drop because they are very crystal-like. But if the diameter is less than 5 microns, then only it can transfer from internal reflection. Otherwise, it will not. White balancing is something different. No, white balancing what will do, it will only remove the impurity. But not. Yes. But red what it will do, it will dominate over the other color, and it will not allow the. So suppose there is a blood, you see everything red. And inside that bleeding, if there is a lumen of the artery, that you cannot appreciate. But in which is
all the colors will have equal importance.
yes. So inside those bleeder points, if the artery lumen is there anywhere, you can catch it.
Because white balancing is just showing what color has the original color as.
Yes. If not, white balancing will give you that color should be natural. It should not be influenced by the impurity.
But in 3-chip, red color won't dominate as
over the other. In telescope, actually, it is not an electronic device. There are optical parts, lenses are there. With that one, we will ask you that how many number of rod lenses are there. This is first important. Second important thing you should ask, that if you are giving me that it has the HD quality or not, means sometime what their quality of the lenses are of inferior quality. So HD quality nowadays the fast deep technology is there, so they use crystal glass. So they have the better resolution. But C class most of the time is written on. And most of the time, because we cannot break it to C. And most of the time we have to rely upon the quality of the company. If you buy the good company stars, even stars being a good company, they are selling by three important varieties. C class, top line, and HD. C class is less than 1 lakh rupees. Yes, HD term they are using because to understand it easily. That it is high definition. But high definition is actually an electronic term, which is used for camera.
To start with, we should prefer either top line or SD. Economy should be avoided, or you can use with economy, you can go with economy.
You can go with the E-class. E-class is good.
Or quality section and all.
Yes, E-class is good.
So yesterday in the theater, one monitor shows the color good, but the one which shows red and
No, that was a CRT monitor, and other monitor was HD. So that will give you the difference. If you have a better monitor,
even if you have a good camera,
it doesn't work. It is important that camera and the monitor should be matching.
In the properties of camera.
Yes, telescope, even though if it doesn't match, then it will be only less affected. Like suppose if you have a HD camera and if you are using E-class telescope, image will be little bad. But if you are using a HD camera and monitor is HD, it is no value. All the money is going into vain. Because camera is producing 1080 and monitor is not ready to take more than 650. Isn't it? So actually there is no advantage mixing the bad monitor with bad camera.
Some people talk about medical quality monitor.
Yes. Actually, we sometimes, especially if you are using the TV and all, then these TV, simple standard diffusion TV, they have only 450 lines. And standard diffusion medical quality was 650. But if you go to the HD technology now, then HD, this difference is not there. You know why? Because there is a lot of competition even in the entertainment technology. If you buy a very good quality Sony or Panasonic HD monitor, that also is equivalent to the medical. But in standard definition, medical is better. The medical monitor is made in such a way that they have the S video in also, component in also, and composite in also. Component has all the colors, yes, RGB also. But in HD, these RGB, S-video and component is now outdated. There are two only. One is HDMI and another is DVI. So even in the home viewing system now, same quality is present.
Like these days, there are the common misnomer which goes in the market is that for laparoscopy you should have a cathode ray or either LCD monitor. Nothing LCDs does not work well. But
cathode ray is CRT. These are the cathodes.
These are the CRT.
Yes.
So they say either you get a CRT
Yes.
or you get a HD monitor.
Yes.
But these LCD monitors are coming with HDMI port.
Yes. Actually, only LCD doesn't work. I will explain it. If you have a standard definition of camera, then you should not get LCD. Contrast ratio will decrease. Image will become very dull. So if you have a simple standard definition, you should use cathode ray tubes because they have more contrast. But if you are planning to buy the HD camera, then you should simple LCD doesn't work. You should have LED or HD TV. That is, HD means simple LCD will be same 650 with less contrast. But true HD will have 1080. So true HD TV is superior. LCD is everywhere nowadays. Even in the car we have LCD screen. Even in the same LCD, if you will see of the iPhone, their LCD is true HD. And same for a LCD for a simple mobile, it is bad than the standard definition also. So it depends upon how much pixels are there. If the same LCD pixel is 1080, then it will be HD. So you are correct, LCD is bad. Either cathode ray or HD. Yes. Impurity comes because of adding the bad light source. That gives you yellow impurity. Putting the telescope more time in the side X, that gives you yellow impurity. Cleaning regularly telescope with the betadine, that gives you brown impurity. Isn't it? Sometime your telescope was dropped, fiber, some humidity enter into telescope, that gives you little heaviness and some impurity you have added. So all those impurities will be removed by the white light. So that in spite of bad color, impurity will filter it and counter color will be added. Sure. Dr. Chauhan को भेजो जल्दी. Dr. Chauhan को. Yes, that you can do. Yes, then you can join from the 15th to 28th. You will ask the Ranjan and will do it. Just you have to send one email that I want to come that month.
So we can come back any other time for the next.
Later 2 weeks you can continue anytime.
Is there anything like 3D nowadays?
Yes, 3D is there. 3D laparoscopy is also there. But only problem in 3D laparoscopy is that you have to wear one aspect. So just after putting the aspect, there are two polarized light, x-axis, y-axis. So what only happens, it doesn't give you the real 3D, it gives you virtual conical 3D. So it is good in robotics, because in robotics we are not using aspect. Directly you are seeing in the console. But here, because in the screen itself two images are imposed each other, so that 3D gives you little benefit, not much. Yes, little, but not much. Do you know why? Because for very good depth perception, it is important that without aspect you should. So because once it comes towards you, it is converging. It doesn't maintain same width. Because one glass is filtering x-axis light, other glass is filtering y-axis light. And that way it is, but little benefit is there. क्या हो गया? ये बंद है कि ऑन है?